Hi Scorpio, welcome to your June reading. This is for Summer Rising Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. If this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep this in your back pocket or come back at a later time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of June. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, let's get right into this reading. Starting off with some animal oracle messages for my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for June 2021. What's going on for my Scorpios, please? Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of June? What messages do my Scorpios need to hear for June 2021? Let's get into it. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of June 2021. What's going on for Scorpio? We have the Dragonfly coming out. Oops, air energy. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, Stingray. That's actually interesting because I did see this card come out when I was prepping this deck. And the Owl. Okay. Fish at the bottom. Some of you are feeling a little bit confused. Needing to set some goals for yourself in the month of June that will help keep you on track for those who have been feeling a little bit lost in the current. Okay, that's just a side message. So we have the Dragonfly, which is air energy. We also have the Stingray, which is water. And we also have the Owl, which is more air. So we got quite a bit of air energy as we are in Gemini season. So let's talk about it. So you have some sort of decision coming up, Scorpio, with the Stingray. You have a choice between what you know, the comfortable, the safe, versus the unknown, versus stepping out of your comfort zone, versus trying something new. You may be at a crossroad now, or maybe sometime in June, you may find yourself having to make some sort of decision. But before making any decision, first of all, make sure you're in the right mindset before deciding anything or before reacting. You know, be very careful of like impulsive reactions or impulsive decisions. Okay, so just, I think it's important for you guys to look at all angles of a situation before reacting. Okay, now maybe this decision is going to affect not just you, but the people in your life or those that you live with or your friends, your family, your partner. This decision may just impact more than just you, okay? And so that's why I think it's very important for you guys to be cautious when it comes to whatever this decision is. I don't know if it's a bad thing because we got the Owl coming out. Owl is one of the most like blessed cards in this deck. It talks about some sort of blessing that's coming your way. It also talks about you guys needing to trust your intuition. So this is kind of telling me you guys are needing to balance your logic and your intuition in the month of June, having a good sense of balance. Like obviously trust your gut, trust your instincts, trust your intuition, as that will help guide you. But also make sure that you are paying attention to the facts and the details and what's literally in front of you. Do not deny the facts, okay? But there looks like there could be a new perspective that you might be gaining in the month of June about something. It's like some sort of new understanding. Maybe it's some sort of situation that has to do with your emotions or an emotional situation or a relationship that you're gaining a new understanding or perspective on. And I think dragonflies are also pretty symbolic of good luck or good fortune or even good news coming your way. So right now there might be a situation where you're not seeing the full details or the full picture or the bigger picture. But I think in the month of June, especially with all this retrograde energy going on, we have Pluto retrograde, we have Mercury retrograding, we also have Saturn retrograding, we have Jupiter going to go retrograde at the end of June, I think it's like the 20th. So there's going to be a lot of reflective energy. We also have a lot of eclipse energy. We just had a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius a couple days ago, right? And with all this eclipse energy highlights illumination, whether it's actually like something you're finding out in your personal life, or this just might be illumination within you, or your perception on something's changing, right? Which is literally this card, the Dragonfly, talks about a new perspective or needing to see things clearly, right? It's looking like you will be gaining some sort of understanding, whether this is about yourself or whatever that you might be questioning or wondering. You may just get the answer that you've been waiting on, or, you know, when time goes by, things do unfold. Sometimes we don't get answers right away. Sometimes sometimes we don't get closure, sometimes we don't get clarity right then and there when we want it to, but when it's meant to come for us, right? If we're meant to know the answer, we will get the answer. It's kind of out of our control as to when it's going to happen, you know? So depending on, of course, circumstances, but I'm just getting some of you have been trying to uncover something or get to the bottom of something or find out some sort of truth, and you might just find that, or you might just find that from within you, your own inner truth, your own intuition, okay? Now, like I said, there is some sort of decision. I do think you gotta balance your intuition versus your logic. Obviously, look at the facts, look at what's in front of you. Don't be putting on the blinders or the rose-colored glasses. See how it is with that dragonfly energy. I think, sometimes we can get blinded by our emotions, or let's just say there's someone in your life, a friend, family member, even partner, who you love so much. You love them so much, so much, so much, but if they treat you like crap, but you allow it, you're letting your emotions rule you instead of looking at the facts. So I'm almost kind of getting, some of you may have a head over heart decision coming up, for those that resonate with that. Right, instead of allowing your emotions to rule you, needing to just take control, look at the facts, and do what you gotta do. I'm just kind of getting that energy, Scorpio. And like I said, before deciding on whatever this choice is, look at all perspectives, look at all possibilities, look at both options, all options. You can go left, you can go right, you can go straight, you can go left and then turn right. Like, you got all these different options, kind of like Seven of Cups energy. Make sure you just really weigh out your options before reacting or looking like, oh, that looks like it's the best one. Actually think about it long term. Just kind of make sure you understand the whole scenario, the whole perspective before making a decision, okay? But yeah, you definitely got a decision coming up. But what's awaiting you on the other side of this decision, like I said, some of you got a choice between the old versus the new, staying in your comfort zone or stepping out and risking embarrassment, risking failure, risking this, risking that. Oh, what if this, right? All these fears that are coming up, are you going to allow your fears to hold you back? You might not. Again, there's so many different ways we can look into this, but like I was saying, what's coming up on the other side of this decision, once you make a choice, it's looking like you're going to be receiving lots of blessings, lots of exciting times. Definitely trusting, like I said, your own inner wisdom. The owl sees very far at night. They also can turn their heads much further than we can. Hunters at night are like, you know, they're night owls. So almost like moving in the darkness. I don't know. Interesting energy, Scorpio. So let's pull some tarot messages. Let's see what's going on for you guys for the month of June. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for June 2021? What's going on? What's coming up for my Scorpios? What do they need to know? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of June 2021? Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of June? Oh, wow. Okay, Six of Swords just fell right out. It wasn't even intentional. I didn't purposely try to pull it out, but it fell right out. So Six of Swords, we're going to keep it. You guys are moving. You guys, some of you actually might be making the decision to move, right? Or move out of your current home. Some of you might have a roommate. You're like, how do I break the news? Obviously, right? You deciding to move and you live with other people, it's going to affect them. Like I was saying, this decision may affect others. Let's just see what else needs to come out. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of June 2021? Any messages for Scorpio? Hermit. So this is something that you've been thinking about doing for a while now. Virgo energy. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You've also been going inward to find your intuition, your inner knowing. Can I speak? Two of Pentacles. There's that decision. So yeah, all right. Messages for Scorpio and the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Queen of Cups reversed, Four of Cups. Lots of water energy in this reading. All right. So I think you guys are definitely thinking a lot about your future in the month of June, trying to figure out, okay, what am I doing? What am I trying to move towards? How am I going to get there? You're spending a lot of time contemplating your next action, your next move. You've come really far, but there's still a lot more work that needs to be done. Some of you are extremely exhausted emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and it's like you're really needing to take care of yourself. Getting more rest, getting more sleep, getting more exercise, really just focusing on you right here, right now, to make yourself feel fuller, because otherwise you may just feel very burnt out, having a hard time staying motivated, getting things done. Maybe you are sleeping in more, not really accomplishing things, and then you end up feeling bad about it, or maybe you end up beating yourself up over it. You know, it's like you look at the potential, right? You see the boat in the distance of where you could be, but instead you're kind of just like, kind of in this blah kind of energy, like you're just needing to really fill your cup up right now, recharge. So beginning, whenever you come across this, whether it's right now, before June, or whenever, it's like, it's important for you guys to restore your energy and get rest, but start making some changes if you have to, if you know you should be making some changes, if you know you could be doing things a little bit better, or making little tweaks and improvements so that you can feel better about yourself and be more efficient, then this is your confirmation. You probably should, okay? But then that will actually help you moving forward. When you make tweaks, when you start working on yourself so that you can be the most confident, the most energized, the most efficient, then you will feel so much more in power and in control. So I think this would be a really good thing for you, Scorpio, is just to work on yourself this month, all right? Especially for those that have been feeling really drained. Maybe you've been giving out all your energy, all your love, all your effort towards those around you, trying to fix people's problems, being the therapist friend, or just taking on a lot of responsibilities that might not even be yours. And it's important for you guys to know when enough is enough, or to put the foot down, set some boundaries, or know when to carve time out for you, to be there for you. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. All right. And so it's that saying, fill your cup up first before you worry about filling anybody else's cup up. Okay. So it's almost like you have to turn your back in a way. Queen of Cups backside. It's almost like you have to just disconnect for a moment. Some of you have been feeling very emotionally ungrounded, or just not in control of your feelings. Like I was saying, some of you are allowing your emotions to control you. And you may need to take control of those feelings. Otherwise, sometimes feelings can really override us, and we, make decisions based off temporary feelings, and then we're like, shit, I didn't actually mean that, or I kind of regret that, right? Because we reacted based from an emotional reaction. Anyways, Queen of Cups backside, your energy coming through, Scorpio. I think it's super important for you guys to get into alignment with yourself. Some of you are definitely feeling out of whack. Could just be all this retrograde energy and Pluto retrograde, Scorpio. You guys might be feeling it heavily, right? Because Pluto rules us as well as Mars. So we gonna be feeling it, okay? But we'll get through it. It's retrograding until October. So this is gonna be a very interesting yet transformative time for us. So just be aware of that. So don't be hard on yourselves if your emotions have been feeling off, if you've been feeling a little bit out of the norm, or just feeling a little bit funky. It's okay. I think it's really important, like I said, to just really take care of yourself, right? I think you've been giving to so many people, but you need to start giving to yourself, Scorpio. Now, with this Three of Cups coming out, both sides are pretty positive in my opinion. So I think, though, when we see on the front side, I think this is the front, there's all these different people, right? You're celebrating, going out, having fun. I think, because this card came out on this side, it's almost like you need to just do that, but with yourself. Like if someone asks you, hey, you want to go out, and you're like, oh, I don't really want to, then say no and spend the night in with yourself and do that pampering, or do what you've been wanting to do but you just haven't, or you've been making excuses not to. Okay, I'm just kind of getting the energy of like, okay, having a nice relaxing night, some cozy food, maybe some candles lit, your favorite drink, and just kind of having some time to yourself to replenish your cups that are drained, okay? So I think that's really important. So gathering up that strength, gathering up that energy so that you feel in control, and you also can actually hear your intuition, because also with that Queen of Cups backside, your intuition might be blocked. All right, there might be a little bit of a block, right, which is getting in the way of you making a decision. You're not really sure, what do I do? I'm so indecisive, right? All right, so if you're indecisive about what's yet to come or where you're headed, where you're going, then just wait. There's no rush. Get your mind clear before reacting, okay? Then we have the Three of Wands. So focusing on your future, what it is that you want for yourself. You're in the very early stages. Now you've kind of made up your mind. You kind of have made a decision, or you're taking the first step. You've made a choice. I'm going to go down this path, but how am I going to get there? And getting more clear with the goals, the path, how you will get to this long-term stability, fulfillment, whatever it is that you're trying to get off the ground or move towards. This is you guys getting a little bit closer, but there's still a lot more that's yet to come, okay? So I think it's important to keep an open mind, look at your goal, but yet widen your awareness, you know, be very aware of how you're going to get there. Because it's not just going to be a straight path. No, there's going to be twists and turns, ups and downs. You may even go backwards and forwards, 3 steps backwards or 1 step forward. There's going to be times like that, especially with all the retrograde energy. There may be some setbacks, there may be some delays, and you know what they say, it's not necessarily the best time with Mercury retrograde to start things up. It's kind of just a good time to get clear with your ideas, plan. You don't need to rush into anything right now. Just, you're in the clear, you're good, you're on the right path, just move at that steady pace, right? I'm kind of just getting that. You guys are wanting to have more confidence, wanting to have more independence. Let me look at this card for a second. There's change in the near future. And we also have the full moon in this card, which we just had a full moon in Sag not too long ago. So this could be talking about illumination, about the things in your life that may need to change. I'm also noticing in the back there's like a little crow flying against the moon, and the crows are normally symbolic of change, death, rebirth, also very spiritual energy. Could be, again, receiving some sort of news or something that maybe this has to do with that decision. Anyways, I think this also is talking about the unconscious or subconscious, or like even dream world. So I just feel like pay attention to your dreams or the symbolism. And again, needing to trust your intuition. So it's almost like you guys in the month of June needing to reconnect with your own self. Even if you have been connecting with yourself, just making it a consistent thing. Meditating more, journaling more, just being with your thoughts, allowing whatever to come up, maybe write them down. Just reconnecting with yourself on what it is that you want, not what everybody else wants. Alright? And I always see the Nine of Pentacles, either side in this deck, but in general, I always see the Nine of Pentacles as working on yourself, your health, your independence, your confidence, and that you are so close. You have this really solid foundation that you build for yourself. Like, you have a really good connection with yourself. Or if you don't, maybe this is a sign like, hey, work on that so that you can really build that, so that no matter what happens in your life, no matter who comes in, no matter who leaves, despite all of the crap that might be going on in the world, you have your own back through the thick and thin, right? Working on that connection where you can where you know you can rely on yourself. Right? That doesn't mean you got to be a lone wolf. It just means that you are solid and nobody can take that away from you. So, working on that. A lot of your hard work is paying off, though, Scorpio. Whether you see it right now or not, maybe there's just a lot of things happening behind the scenes that you just don't see. But you guys, I'm even noticing, like, a tower, but it's not like the tower's falling. It looks like it's a pretty sturdy tower, and you're just kind of, like, observing and looking how far you've come. But also recognizing that, yeah, there's going to be so much more to this tower that I built for myself. I'm going to build this thing, and I'm going to expand here. Like, you're getting really clear with your ideas and the direction you're going down. But here we have a decision. Two of Pentacles, weighing out your options. Which direction you're going down, who's coming, who's going, what is that you want? You might be juggling a lot. But this also talks about balance, and whatever you end up deciding, if you have a decision coming up, whatever you end up choosing will be best for you. They all have positive outcomes. You go down the left road, it'll lead you to this great thing. If you go down the right road, it'll lead you to this great thing. It doesn't matter which road you go down, you're going to be greeted with some really awesome things, right? So you got this decision, or you're weighing out your options. You're also trying to balance things in your life, your own personal life, your work, your friendships, your this, your that. You got a lot on your mind. And it's like, oh, I just need some time alone. Hermit energy, Virgo energy. I'm also noticing in this card we got the golden egg. The golden egg in the animal spirit deck normally talks about needing to go inward and reflect and meditate. And if there's any question that's on your mind, just sit with it. Think about it, meditate on it as many times as you need, because the answer does reside within you. It also talks about some sort of idea that's been in the works for quite some time. But it's about keeping the egg warm because it's not ready to hatch just yet. Right? Incubate the egg or whatever. So sit on that egg, Scorpio. Keep it warm. It's gonna hatch soon. Some of you, this actually is symbolic of like pregnancies or like getting close to actually giving birth. Or it could just be symbolic if you're not pregnant, just giving birth to something or an idea or something's taken off the ground, or you're evolving on the path that you're currently on. Okay? But yeah, thinking about what you want for yourself, connecting with yourself, meditating more, calming your mind, and figuring out what's my next step? What direction am I going? Where does this take me? You know, you're pretty happy with how things are right now, but you are focused on the future of what things could be, where you want to go. Where are you heading, Scorpio? Six of Swords. It's up to you to decide. You're the captain of the boat. Right? And it might not just be you. You might have other people joining you on this journey. A friend, family member, a whole group of people. Right? But on this journey, you're not alone here. So yeah, to summarize, Scorpio, month of June, it's important for you guys to focus on yourself, reconnect to yourself, your intuition, your own inner guidance. Some of you have been kind of feeling blocked from that, or there's just been a lot of other things that have been coming up in your personal life that's made it much more difficult for you guys to focus on yourself or filling up your own cup because you just had to take care of so many other things. And it's just like you're needing to carve the time out for you to connect with yourself because you guys might be feeling very drained or blocked, or even just feeling Groundhog Day-ish, like same shit, different day. And so if that's the case, maybe needing to switch up your daily routine, or just, again, making those little tweaks, that's what's going to make a huge difference in your life. Changing your perspective on something, or you're going to be understanding things or seeing things from a new way when you start focusing on yourself and taking care of yourself. And also recognizing all the blessings that you do have. Even when we look at this Three of Cups, all the fruits on the ground, you guys are blessed. You are blessed. You may want other things in your life, and that's cool. It's always great to strive for more and to want to build and expand, but always be grateful for what you do have. Because think about this, your younger self, your past self wanted what you have right now. But now you're like not even paying attention to what you got right now. You're focused on what you want in the future. It's like, that's great. Always have those goals, but don't forget about what you got here. Don't ignore it. Be grateful, right? I'm just kind of getting, practicing gratitude. Not saying that you haven't, but just always remember to be grateful. And say thanks once in a while. You know, like I said, focusing on the future. Where are you going? You got options, you got choices. You need to focus more on your health, your wellness, as well as paying attention to the signs, symbols, synchronicities. There's change coming, and this change requires you to build, to expand, especially with Jupiter being in Pisces for the next month or so, because it goes retrograde back into Aquarius for the next couple months. So, but this is still a really good time to working on expanding and building. So use this time to your advantage. Let me just see this. That's actually Interesting. When I look at this card in the tower, I don't know if you're able to see it, but right where the eagle is, or the little crow, or right where the crow is, you can see that there's actually a person sticking their head out the window of the tower. I never noticed that until now. I'm like, hey, is that a person? It's like they're waving over. Is that a crow? Is that an eagle? Fuck if I know, y'all. It's a bird. Some kind of bird. Taking it as a sign of a message coming through, news, change, something like that. Something significant, okay? But that's probably down the line. Anyways, decision about where you're going, weighing out your options, needing to take the time to go inward, take your time when it comes to making this decision. There's no rush. Make sure you're looking at all perspectives, all angles, consider all the possibilities before reacting or moving impulsively, all right? 6 of Swords. So move nice and slowly. You are taking action. You're going to be heading to some really good things. Owl talks about blessings coming your way, being open and receptive, not defensive. And all will be well, Scorpio. But yeah, so you got some kind of decision. Didn't really go into what the decision is. Probably just about your life path and where you're at right now. Are you happy? If not, what changes do you need to make so that you can start feeling like an improve or like some sort of shift? Because it all comes down to you, Scorpio. If you're wanting a change, you're actually going to have to make the change. You can't just sit around waiting for the change to happen. You gotta be the change. You know? Don't forget it. Don't forget it. So, let's get some Tikashi messages and wrap this read up for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of June 2021. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of June 2021. Any Tikashi messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding this reading. Any Tikashi messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you. We have creativity, practicality, messages for, there we go, and patience. Yep, fitting. All right, let's talk about this. So creativity, you are the creator of your universe. You can create, manifest anything. Do not limit to what you think you can do. You can do anything. Without judgments, you can lovingly acknowledge what you create, which will open the flow for greater creations. Be open to new ideas. Let your artistic expression flow. Allow the inspiration to guide you to new heights. Practicality. Be practical and do it easy. Do not make things more complicated than you need to. Everything will work out the way it's meant to unfold. It is time to tidy up, clean up loose ends, attend the practical side of life, and allow sense to prevail. You have sound, down-to-earth, and workable projects waiting for your energy input. Do not doubt your practical capabilities. And patience. Be patient. All things move as the timing requires. Quiet your mind. Take the time to be with yourself with no expectations or push. Do not be anxious for results, but enjoy the gentle journey. In your busy world, do not be rushed or allow the impatience of others to push you into hasty actions. All things come to those who wait patiently. Okay? Patience is one of the greatest lessons we can learn. It really is. If you want it bad enough and you wait for it, it's going to be yours. Just a matter of time. Scorpio, that is what I got for you guys for this monthly reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. Be sure to turn on the notifications bell so that you're notified when I upload. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.